Well, hey Steve, how are ya?
Hi Kathy, I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, and I'm calling today because I need to scan a file to my email address, and I can't find myself in the system anywhere.
Well, as long as your machine's been set up to scan the email so it's already able to do that, we can add you as a one-touch user so you'll always be in there.
Oh, awesome. Can you show me how to do that?
Absolutely. Come here and I'll show you.
Cool.
The first thing you'll need to do is touch your utility counter button and then select one-touch user box registration. After you do that, you need to create a one-touch destination. After that, you'll select address book because that's what you're going to put yourself in, and you select email because you're going to scan to your email. Once you've done that, you need to select the word new to create a new user, which would be you. I would suggest to everybody whenever they're doing this to just leave it the number blank because it'll add the number to the next opening number. But you'll want to put in yourself, Kathy, and once you do that, you'll want to touch your name there. Usually there's a stylus with the machine. You can use that stylus and you just key in your name, and that's what you're going to see on the actual machine when you walk up to it. You're going to see your name. Then you touch OK, and it'll take you to the next field where you enter your email address. So at this point, you would select K
VOG LER at,
and you got to use your shift button to see the at symbol right there.
Yeah.
And then shift it back to keep it at lowercase.
Perry proTECH. .com.
And then your name is right there, Kathy.
Perfect.
And you go through and you're entered.
Awesome.
And you go ahead and close it all out and you're entered in there just fine. Now, in order to pull yourself up and actually scan to email, you have to select the fax scan option.
Oh, sure.
So you select fax scan, and normally you would see yourself right there under the favorites tab, but you're not there. Because we didn't index you under favorites, you are likely indexed under JKL.
Oh, for K for Kathy.
For Kathy. It automatically puts you there. So in order to do this, you would just select your name, and then you can go through settings and scan your document, and it will email it to you. If you would like to have yourself under the favorites tab, because a lot of people want to be on that first tab and not have to look for themselves under the index.
I won't remember if it's under my first name or my last name or what.
Basically, you would select that utility counter mode just like you're going to enter a new one-touch user. You touch the one-touch user box, you create a one-touch destination, select your address book, select email, select JKL where you're indexed, select your option, and then select edit. When you select edit, you need to go to page 2. And you see where it says you're indexed under JKL?
Right.
You need to touch index so you can see that you can be indexed under JKL as well as favorites.
Great.
Once you select favorites, you touch OK, go all the way back out. You see yourself there. Close everything out. And now you're under the favorites tab as well as just yourself, in this case, under the JKL tab.
Great. So now I have this really big job to scan. I don't know if you have any tips on this, but it's like 20 pages.
Well, depending on what the 20 pages are, if they're pretty detailed, a lot of
photos,
full pages, if there's any colored paper. Paper, if you're scanning colored paper, is always an issue. With colored paper, you should probably copy the colored paper that's like an orange or a yellow paper and make it a white and black or white and color document.
Before I scan it.
Before you scan it, because that colored paper is all considered data. That whole background would be data, and it would make the file size extremely large and likely not go through your email service provider's network.
Okay.
But even with a lot of documents, you could still have that problem if they're all black and white. You still may be better off to change some settings in the machine.
Oh, okay.
There's an option here called Scan Settings,
Okay.
and you can touch that, and it shows you how the machine is defaulted for text photo, for PDF, simplex instead of two-sided, and resolution of 200 by 200 fine, and color, auto color. What you can do to possibly make your large 20 or 30 page scanned file smaller is select Compact PDF.
Okay.
You select where it says File Type, PDF, and it shows you the options available.
Oh, I didn't even know you could scan to a JPEG.
You can scan it as a JPEG, a TIFF, an XPS, or for this demonstration, a Compact PDF, which is a compressed PDF, which will allow more data to be sent through the network to be received in your email.
Okay.
So once you select Compact PDF, you can select OK. And another thing you might want to do to help reduce the file size is you can change it from an original type text photo, printed photo, to just text, and then hit OK. So now the document that you're scanning is just text and a Compact PDF using auto color and a resolution of 200 by 200, super fine. It will likely still be a very legible document, but a fraction of the size as just a regular PDF with the text and photo set.
Perfect.
So hopefully that'll help you.
That will help me a lot. Thank you very much, Steve.
You're welcome.